It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Looking for
Caleb. Serge. So much hype surrounding this fight. And we're underway in round one. Nice uppercut. The most difficult punch to land clean, and he just did it there. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Do you believe what we're seeing? Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
That counter punch caught him clean. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Beautiful counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about planting that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second.
On to the second round. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They blocked the hook. Fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Fantastic punch. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Like to see more jabs. And he scores with the counter. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Planting that last round. The bell rings and we start the third. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Straight right just misses. Big swing and a miss with the hook. A perfect counter lands. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about planting that last round. Well, he is in big... Back at it in round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Both men step back for just a moment. The jab doesn't quite connect. How about that time counter shot? Good counter punching. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Tried to score with the uppercut. A perfect counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about planting that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. There's the bell to start round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. This is the danger spot.
He misses with that straight left. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Tried to score with a jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. It's all offense all the time. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. In that last round. On to the 6th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter punches have to hurt. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Jab slightly off target. He threw a punch and just got countered. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
Straight right just misses. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Catch and shoot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Planting that. Round 7, here we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Exchange punches. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing...
Down goes Sergio Martinez. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
That's lights out right there. 1, 2, 3...
They're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, like freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Martinez. And there's the bell for round 8. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not on twice?
As we see it again in slow motion, there's no doubt. That body punch right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give me your ball.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Oh, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
He prevents that left uppercut from scoring. Well done with that counter shot. Oh, and that one really got Martinez good. Maravilla is flat on his back. And you can see here on the replay a perfect body shot, and he dropped like a loose suit.
Even I've got to...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Listen to me. Are you okay?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Martinez forced to step back. He's on wobbly legs. The Argentine, Martinez, is down. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win.